Well met and welcome. I'm Shade's daughter. My handle on PSN, on the mic, I'm usually called Shades. And I'm just going to be running around a little bit here in the division. Just before this, I had been up to the north area, and I was trying to take some people out, and I didn't realize I was right beside where a bunch of level 20 enemies were. They came and joined the fight, and since I'm only level 6 at this point, yeah, it wasn't pretty. I was killed pretty quick. But I decided to just go ahead and head back out with no actual determination on where I was going to go. However, I did end up deciding that instead of just wandering around aimlessly, I would unlock some safe houses. So this is my first foray to one of the safe houses that's over in, I think, the level 19 to 23 area or something like that. You'll see when I bring up the map here in a few minutes, the area that I'm going to. But yeah, I started out not having any plans for where I was going to be going, just exploring more of the game since I had finally got it downloaded. It took me a while, but I finally managed to get it to download, and all I can do is say thank you to the people that did the updates. There's a raccoon here. He vanished right down into the bottom of that trash can. I don't know where he went. But instead of 7 days on the dot like it had been, for some reason, the last time I tried to download it, they took 10 days to do an update. In 8 days, I finished my download. So thank you very much for the delay, whoever delayed that download for the update. And yes, I have to pause and give a quick salute to the poor people that died, which brings me to a fight. And it's just after this fight is where I decide that I'm going to do something different. Yeah, that monkey caught my eye. But I know there's a fight over there somewhere. Yeah, falling into an open grave, not a good idea. Not when you're headed for combat. Always watch where you step when you're in a combat zone. I haven't encountered landmines yet, but open graves are a hazard apparently. I love the M700 rifle. It's one of my favorite sniper rifles in the Division series. And since I play a long distance sniper, yeah, having a good sniper rifle is a must. One of the first things that I unlocked was the blueprint so that I could rebuild the M700, Model 700 sniper rifle, every time I leveled up. I don't remember if I actually had that blueprint at this point, or if this was the first Model 700 that I had. At this point I ended up being flanked, and things went downhill. In the Division 1, I got in a habit of just dropping my little seeker mines beside me and they would go find the enemy. It doesn't seem to work that way here. The enemy has to be pretty close for the seeker mine to notice them. Checking, making sure that there isn't more people sneaking around me. That was an arrow. Not sure if you heard that little whisk sound that went past my ear. There's fellows in here with compound bows trying to take my head off. I can't see them yet. I'm glad that they added that because it makes sense, you know, kind of a post-apocalyptic world. Not everybody's going to be running around with a gun. There are the survivalist types or the ones that just will grab a bow and go after you with that. And I know there must be more bad guys, so I'm taking it careful. A good way to tell if there's anybody left is your armor gauge. When your armor refills, you've probably killed all the enemies unless there's another group nearby. There I am checking out his compound bow. Because this is the first archer that I had actually seriously encountered. So I was curious about what the heck they were shooting at me with. And this is about the area where I decided that I actually did have something that I wanted to do. Should see me bring up my map here in just a minute. I'm still uneasy at this point. I think there's enemies over there. Okay. You can see all the way to the north up there where I died, the red X. And that was the level 15 to 23 enemies, I think it says. And now I'm gonna go to this safe house over here in the level 19 to 21 area. I've decided that I'm gonna start unlocking those safe houses. Because what's a level 6 player to do other than run around into high danger and unlock all their safe houses? Yeah, I might be insane. One point in my favor for being able to do this is that I'm a cautious player. When I go into an area, I look real careful for where the bad guys are. So if you decide that you want to unlock your safe houses at a really low level, just take it easy, take it slow. Be careful that when you go into an area, you don't end up right beside a couple of high-leveled enemies that are patrolling an area. Took me a minute to decide if I really wanted to risk sneaking past these guys or not, because I knew that if they turned around and saw me, it would be a one-shot kill. So I weighed the options and decided that yes, I do want the safe house. I'm gonna go for it. Worst thing that can happen is they kill me and I have to go back home. And I thought for a second they'd seen me. I don't know what they were talking about, but it apparently wasn't me.
Hostile control point nearby.
I found out in the Division 1, when I was running around the Dark Zone, I found out that if I cut across the street away from the enemies, there's a good chance I'll be out of their line of sight. So that's why I zigged back to the other side of the road. There's a control point to the right. I want to be on the left. At this point, I was pretty sure that was me they were shooting at. I figured my journey was up, so I just hunkered down and waited, trying to see where they were. I don't think I'd actually noticed that they were actually fighting amongst themselves before this point. And here you can see the enemies coming in from the right up there. I was sure that dude was going to come over and see me, and then he turned around and went back to his group. There's two groups on the left over there now. And I had to stop for just a second and admire those buildings. I like the way the ivy goes up those. There is a lot to just stop and stare at in this game. I love it. I knew that control point was just past me. I wasn't sure how far up the road it was, so I was being careful, trying to make sure that I didn't actually walk into that control point, and trying to find a safe way to cross this road, because that's a rather wide street to try to get across. I was trying to get across here, but I couldn't jump over top of the bushes, so I ended up having to head up the street some more to get through here. Excuse me. I was fairly sure with the dog that possibly there wasn't enemies around, because the dogs in this game will run. Instead of barking at you, the dogs will turn around and take off. So I was pretty sure there wasn't any enemies here, but I was still going to take it kind of careful, because I was pretty far ways into the area to get myself killed at this point. Here you can see I've made it halfway to that safe house. I'm a master of bringing up the map, looking at what I need, dropping the map, because you can get yourself killed trying to look at the map in these areas. And again, I had no idea what enemies were next to me, so I was taking it really careful. I was sure when I came into here that there was enemies in that whatever it is garden area beside me, but it turned out that I think it's empty. Almost a safe house now. I just need to stay alive for just a little bit longer and I can make it. These gearboxes, don't worry about opening them if you're at low level, because they respawn, I think every 24 hours. I'm not sure on the timing, but they will respawn and there'll be more gear in them the next time you find them. So yeah, I was worried about that at first. I was thinking I'm going to get to level 30. What if these boxes had stuff in them later on? But no, they respawn, so don't worry about opening them. When I was coming through here, my first thought was opening that box. I was getting level 6 gear out of it. Would I be wasting a level 20 gear later on? Now, if I can just make it across the street, I'm pretty sure this is close to where the safe house is, right over there in that area. Unfortunately, there's also a fight going on the next corner near where the safe house is located. So at this point I had to figure out how do I get around the fight, because those two factions, if they see me, they're gonna kill me. My enemy is my friend. Well, I'm the enemy of all these guys, so yeah, once they see me, they forget their differences and come after me. So it was just a matter of sneaking cover to cover to get around to where they couldn't see me, and then making a run for the safe house. There you have it. More or less the route that you want to take if you want to get to this safe house, but I can't guarantee that it's going to be the safest route for everybody. Well, thank you for watching, and this is unlocking the first of the safe houses.
Post-outbreak population register. Civilians, missing persons, cons. Looks like the other agents have been keeping busy.
Oh. Take it easy and enjoy whatever game it is that you're playing. Have fun out there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. And hey, if you like my videos, give me a subscription or give me a like. Let me know that you liked them. If you didn't like them, let me know what you didn't like about them, and I'll try to improve. I'm still learning this, so take it easy and have fun in whatever game you play. Shades Daughter out.